Oh, jeez, we're stuck in a hole. Help! Help me! Get me out of here! I'll give you gold! Ah, just don't tell him I don't have any gold. Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Vintage Story. I am Papa Cheddar, and today we got a whole lot of crazy stuff to do. Well, not really crazy. We gotta do some mining and make our anvil and start advancing on to the next stage. So let's go ahead and jump right to it. All right, so before we go down and get to the mining, I want to show you guys a little bit of stuff I did. So we got a little bit of a roof here on our mud wall base. It was raining pretty hard for a couple of days here, and my fire wasn't working too good, so I decided to get the roof on and get some protection for it. Also, too, we made this, the dungeon. Dun dun dun. Actually, it's the cellar, and because we don't have a door, I've been using these blocks here. Oops, hang on. So a cellar like this will keep your food a lot fresher. And also putting those blocks up will also keep it even fresher than it was. So if you look here, this fried crock is good for 45 days. This was actually sealed with the animal fat. You can see it there in the tooltip. So 45 days, remember that number. Now, boop and boop. Uh-oh, it's dark in here. Who turned out the lights? I did. Here we go. So now you look at it, 1.5 years. So just from sealing off this entrance, we are now at 1.5 years compared to 45 days. And then one more thing we want to take a look at. Let's see, so let's go take this out of the hole and see what we're at. Do a little bit of science and comparison, you know what I'm saying? Put that down, and 39.7 days. So not a huge drastic difference there. This is the sealed container. Get down. There we go. This is a sealed container, so it's going to last longer than regular anyway. But still, you know, the longer we can make food last, the better. I just got a pot down here. I'm running out of storage space for my food. And I got to stow a couple of things too here. Boom and boom. See, these onions are good for a long while. 1 year on that. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's close up our cellar and get to it. So I did go around and started collecting up some copper as I was waiting for you guys. I'm just going to close that off there too. I don't know if that makes a difference. Well, I guess we could test that later. But yeah, so I went around, got a little bit more copper. I did make another pickaxe. I went through another pickaxe also. Then I actually found another one in some ruins, those little ruins that we go around and find. So definitely a good thing. Let's see, we are getting later in the day. So we might just sleep on through the night before I head to the mine shaft. I cleared out all of the extra blocks so you guys could just see what the copper levels were looking like. And if you look over there, you can see a foundation. I started laying it out for our house. I was collecting all of the cobblestone I could find and bringing it back here. I got a bunch of wood, gathering all the materials we need to start making our forever home, you know, and just getting out of this stinking little muddy hut wall thing, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know. Now, the nights are getting dark, and, you know, we just can't have that. The torches only last for, you know, 3 days, I believe. So this one I've had to replace a couple of times. Haven't had to replace the one in my hand yet. But there's something we can do to rectify that. So we're going to need some animal fat. Oh, and look at this. Look at all this terra preta I found. Isn't that stinking great? More than a stack. Anyway, back to this. So, lighting issues. What you're going to need is a bowl. Boom. And bring that up here. And then a lump of fat. So, oops, put one in there. And that's going to make an oil lamp. So the oil lamp is an indefinite light source. Come on. Can it not? Can I not put that down? What's happening here? Why can't I put this down? Oh. Okay, that was so you don't crouch to put it down. That was my mistake. All right, so yeah, oil lamp right there. You can also throw it in your offhand. And it's kind of nice because it doesn't take up all of the screen space. You just see a couple little wafts of smoke here and there. Whereas compared to our torch, whoops, wrong button. Press X to swap it into your hand. You can see the torch in your screen taking up space like that. So yeah, the oil lamp. It's a nice little addition to our family of lighting, and lasts forever. It can go on a wall. Look at that. Ooh, fancy. Didn't even mean to do that one, but I don't want it right there. We'll throw it over here by this stuff, and boop. There we go. I like it. Okay, so let's sleep through the night. I'm gonna finish cooking up this meat here, and we'll head off to the mines. Oh, one thing before I let you go, you cannot light the campfires or the charcoal pit with the oil lamp, just the torch or your fire starter. So keep that in mind when you're deciding your lighting needs. What the? Oh, geez. How did this guy get in here? Gee, you think you secure a base, and I just keep making mistakes, or maybe he spawned in here, but that can't be. Thank goodness these guys are weaklings, right? How did that stinking happen? That gave us nothing. What is going on here? Ah, geez, look at this right here. Man, oh man, I am, do not hire Papa Cheddar if, you're trying to guard a bank vault or, defend against a zombie apocalypse or a bunch of drifters sneaking into your house. Because apparently I will let you down, and, that's just a travesty. Just a complete travesty. So drifter in the base, that's cool. That's okay. They're weak as all heck. No, it's still dark here. I want a little bit of light before we run off to the mines. Okay, we're getting light there. We're getting light. I'm also gonna grab our watering can, so that way we can just go and check on the farm and the traps and whatnot. I did make a couple of extra traps. I also tried to make a trap out of the indigenous fauna. So, I found, I think it was onions and spelt on the ground, and I just went and dug the holes around them. So I'm trying to see if we don't have to run around and water the traps every time. Drifters. Hey, get out of our hole. This is for YouTube. Got no respect. Oh, no, he's got swings, though. He's got swings. Where's your buddy, huh? Where's your buddy? Not so tough without your friend, huh? See if he gives us nothing and nothing. Yeah, I'm trying to make it so the traps just are extremely low maintenance. I'm also doing a little bit of science on them to not water them and see what happens to the crops. So if you guys know what happens if you don't water your crops, let me know down in the comments. Yeah, that'd be cool. Thank you guys. You guys have been really great with leaving comments and correcting stuff that I've been messing up on. One other thing I want to mention before we get to this copper. Had a couple of commenters from the last video. So Ale Dark corrected me about the charcoal pit size. So it can actually be 11 by 11 by 11. Now that is a stinking huge lot of charcoal. I thought 7 by 7 by 7 was big, but hot dog, that's all the charcoal you could ever want or need. And then Pest 789, when we were talking about the animal bones, leaving there to give a warning about our enemies of the mortal bunnies. He said that the hitbox for the bones are rather large, so that could interfere with you swinging or doing other actions around the bunny skeleton. So thank you both for those tips. I love to keep the corrections coming and everything. You guys have been great. So back to the copper. As y'all can see here, I mined out around the vein so we can kind of take a look at, see how it spawned. So it's basically 3 deep, and they say that it spawns in disc shapes. So this is kind of disc-esque. Discus. Disc-esque. I don't know. It's a disc shape, kind of. Yeah, so you can kind of see that there. We do have the three layers deep. I thought it was just 2 layer until I dug this up, but yeah, sure enough, 3. So make sure you guys, as you're digging up your copper and stuff, you're checking everything. Another neat thing I found too is a way you get stone in this game is by basically what we're going to do here. So you chop off all the blocks on that are surrounding the block. So this one, for example, it's held on only by this block right here. So once we mine this, check it out, that block's going to fall down. So now we have a copper ore block and a medium chunk of native copper. So I don't really know what the application for this could be. Maybe if your tool durability is low, you can strategically mine the blocks to make it drop these, and you can take them home, set them down at your base where you have a new pickaxe or something, and then go ahead and mine them. So that was just a neat little thing I found while I was digging around and everything. Or if you want to just flaunt your riches to your friends and make a house entirely out of gold ore blocks, that could be a thing too. I think that'd be kind of neat. You'd have to be looking for a lot of quartz and gold if that's the case. But you know what? Good luck to you. More power to you. I won't judge. I think it would be really neat to flaunt in them. So let's get all these copper chunks. We've hit the mother lode. We actually do have a bunch of copper back at the house. I was mining up a storm. I hit most of the veins that we had marked on the map earlier and a couple other ones that I had found. So we definitely have enough copper for all of our needs. Oh, there goes another one. Copper for all of our needs currently, and we should have a little bit extra for other funsy stuff. And see that I just got a stone block there too. I honestly should have kept that. I wasn't thinking. We're gonna need those stone blocks here in the future. No, boom, last of our copper, and now we're stuck. Oh geez, we're stuck in a hole. Help me, get me out of here. I'll give you gold. Just don't tell them I don't have any gold. I only have copper. But that's okay. We'll just nerd pull our way out of this bad boy. Boop, boop, and boop, freedom. Oh, fresh air. Living a life there down in the mines. Oh, God. Okay, so I do want to show you guys my house and base and stuff, but we're going to finish this this mining tutorial first. Up, Drifter. Drifter ahoy. Hey, take that, buddy. Up. You dodged him. He's got feet. Come here. It is daytime. What are you doing out here, son? Come on, get out of here. Go on. Give me flax or a temporal gear. Yeah, these guys, I don't know if the surface drifters drop them, but you can get temporal gears, which you can reset your spawn point, which I direly need. I got nothing. I direly need it because our spawn point for this map is so stinking far away. If I die, it's pretty much over for me. Right then and there, I don't want to run back all that naked. Shoot. I'd probably die from exposure just in getting over here. Okay, so what we want is an anvil mold also. So we're going to get our clay, boom. And we also need our rest of our copper. So look at all this copper I got. I got 78 chunks. I did bash a couple of them down just so I could make the other pickaxes and stuff. So we got all these native copper chunks. We got these native copper nuggies. We need our hammer. And what you do, you take your hammer in the slot like this. You take your chunks. They come in poor, medium, rich, robust, and dang. I'm just kidding. I think that's what they come in. There could be more, there could be less. So using that, it'll give you the copper nuggies. And you can see here we got stacks on stacks on stacks. But it does take hammer durability. So, it's a trade-off. It's still definitely worth it. And we got these stinking lilies. I feel like every single game we've played, we've gotten stinking water lilies in our inventory. I don't know. But we do have so much copper. I love it. It's great. How'd that happen? There we go. I believe we need 180 total to make the anvil of 900 units. So let's go ahead and make the anvil. So this one is a very in-depth, well, I guess not in-depth. It's just more steps. It's the bigger mold you can make. So, oops, messing that up. So let's go ahead. We're going to do a little bit of fast forward YouTube magic so you guys don't have to sit here for 30 minutes while I craft this dang thing. And go. And look at there. We got ourselves an anvil mold. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy. I can never remember where I put stuff. Get this bad boy fired up on the old fire rooney and take our peat blocks. Oh man, around this base we have here, there is so much stinking peat. Like I could use peat for everything ever and never run out. Seems like there's an endless supply. 90% of the ground out here is peat. I swear. It's ridiculous. It's insane. And that's going to be, once this is fired up, we're going to get our anvil. We're finally going to get a saw. Oh, we're going to get a saw, boys and girls. and it is going to be outstanding. I have my copper on me already. So I'm going to do just a little bit of math and make sure that I'm going to get the right amount of copper nuggets. Pretty sure it's 180, but it pays to double check. It sure pays to double check. Yep, so definitely it is 180 copper nugs. So let's go ahead and get that ready here. So if we got a stack of 128, we're going to need 52, I think. 52, yeah, let's say that. That sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom. Okay, so 28 and 52, yeah, it's 180. Oh, I can't wait. I can't stinking wait. We're gonna get our saw finally, and you guys won't believe how much wood I have found. I've cut down so many trees in the forest. But one beautiful thing, well, actually, I want to say the Lorax, he showed up. Boy, oh boy, did we have a talking to me. We sang songs. All the other characters showed up. It was a big thing. I became a multi-conglomerate evil doer, and then a small new being came into my life and changed my views. Now I'm one of the good guys, and I plant the trees. But secretly, I still devour them for their wood. Look at this. I've slaughtered thousands. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm just anxious to get this. Hey, look at that. Looky there. And let's get our peat out. And boom. Oh, isn't she beautiful? She's stinking beautiful. Now we need our cool. Oh god, I hope this is enough coal. And we need our crucible. Boom. And throw that in there. Let's see. So it will tell you how many units, right? So 900 units and coal on top. There we go. If that's not enough coal, I think I might cry. I have been setting up the charcoal pit with a little bit more firewood, but I haven't fired it off. I just kind of have them sitting there. I really should get that going. Now, why don't we do that while we're waiting on this? And boom, coal's cooking. There we go. Hiya! And remember, Papa Cheddar, take away your jumpy block. We don't need any more visitors coming in. Okay, I think we'll be okay. We got 15 left. I think we'll be okay. I hope we'll be okay. Otherwise, you're gonna see a grown man cry, and doesn't nobody want to see that? Oh, we're almost there. Okay, we're gonna do some YouTube magic and come back when we're ready to pour. Okay, we're stopping the YouTube magic for a minute. So I wanted to talk to you guys about updates that are coming to this game too. There's gonna be a whole mess of stuff here coming. I believe it's in the test build right now, but there's bringing character customization and classes. You're gonna be able to make cheese, which, hey, I'm Papa Cheddar, so you know I love cheese. So that's one thing that's near and dear to my heart. They're also going to be adding in meteoric iron working, so steel, I believe. And then with that, you'll be able to craft anvils with flux, like iron anvils with flux. You build them in parts, use the flux, and you kind of smack them together, I guess. There's going to be a lid opening animation for containers. You're going to be able to find scrap metal weapons in dungeons and stuff. The torches, they're going to actually go out when you're underwater now, or maybe if it's raining too, I'm not sure on that one. But if they get wet, they're going to go out, so adding a little realism factor to it. There's going to be 2 new bad guys. I don't remember what they are. One's like a bell, I think, and maybe a locust or something. I don't know. I'd have to check on that again. If you find lore, there's going to be text animations to it. You're going to be able... Oh, hang on. We're going to get this out really stinking quick. Boom and boom. And interrupting the updates to pour this bad boy. Ready? Oh, it's so steamy. I can't even see. It's burning my eyebrows. Oh, look at that, just filling up. Oh, yeah. Okay, this opens up a whole new realm of possibilities. Now we just gotta wait for it to cool. So while we wait, let's go back to these. So the bony soil that you find in the ruins, let's see if I have some here. Yep, I got a little bit of bony soil. You're gonna be able to pan that like you would do with the gravel and the sand and find stuff in it. What you find in there, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't even know if it said. They're going to make a storage rack for your molds. So these things here, it looks like a tiny little shelf thing, and you just kind of stack them like plates vertically. Yeah, look at that. See, this is why we made that oil lamp. That one's completely busted. We might need a couple more oil lamps too. Oh god, oh, finger got away from me. There's going to be a body temperature system. Like there already kind of is. You can see the temperature here. But when you're wet, you're going to be cold. There's going to be a screen animation for that as well. And oh, look at the smoke just trailing here. That's so cool. Sorry, I'm like a dog. Squirrel. But there's no downside to the cold effect yet. It's just kind of a visual thing at the moment. Like a debuff, I guess, maybe will be added in at a later date. Let's see here. So there's going to be new building blocks and also more colors of glass. There's also going to be updates to the scythe. I don't remember what those are. And then they're going to be updating the inventory icons for the things that you can kind of see, like on your tool belt here, all the icons and stuff. So yeah, they got a lot of really neat things coming to this game. I think I would call it a full game right now. If they released it in its current state, I would buy it and play it. But just the amount of stuff that they have on their roadmap is outstanding, and I absolutely cannot wait. So all right, we'll go back to the TV magic once this anvil is ready to be pulled out. Then we'll get on to our next step. Alrighty, our anvil is almost there. So well, I shouldn't have thrown my charcoal away. Here we go. So we're just going to actually fire up the fire pit here and kind of get ready to make some ingot. Ooh, that's right. We need ingots. For ingots, we need molds, and for molds, we need clay. Shoot, here I am missing steps. I'm trying to teach you guys stuff, and I'm just missing everything. So yeah, to make like the more advanced tools, you're going to need these ingot molds. We're just going to go ahead and make 2 of them. And this will allow you to pour the molten copper into here, form an ingot, then you place it onto a furnace, which we're also going to make. Oh, goodness Lord. There we go. You got to place it into a furnace, then you use the furnace to heat it up, and then you can work it on the anvil with your hammer. So there's so many different steps to doing stuff in this game. It's so in-depth. It's sometimes you forget what you're actually doing and you forget how to do the stuff. So that's okay. That's why we're learning and growing together. So these ingot molds, these are almost done here. Boom. Let's get these bad boys fired up. Grab our peat and go ahead, get these cooking. Because we were behind a few steps. I should have had this rolling while we were waiting. We're actually going to make a couple more molds here. Why not? Hey, there we go. We got our anvil. Let's set this bad boy down. Well, I like to be able to walk around my anvil a little bit. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick this up, place that down, pick that bad boy up, and we'll just go ahead and throw these in a box for meow. Let me find a good home for them. There we go. We'll throw them in here. There we go. That works. Okay, while we're waiting for these to fire, we're going to make the furnace. So for the furnace, let's pull this up. Furnace right here, you just kind of need cobblestone blocks. Any cobblestone will work. So we got some of the ones here we've been finding in the ruins, the granite. Shape them like a big letter U, and boom, forge. So this is going to be a very, very important piece of gear that we have. Let's get this out of the way too. Where'd I put that? There it is. Boom, get out of here. Okay, so we'll place that right next to the anvil. So yeah, the idea is you get the ingot, you place it on here, put the charcoal in here, turn it on, it heats up, then you can come over here and smack it, and yeah, you'll be good to go. We're actually going to skip those other ones and just go ahead and get that in there, get it heated up. Yes, we're going to do 2. Yeah, let's do that. Swap out our peat. Okay, and then we can place these molds down. Boop, boop. Oh, actually, there we go. Okay, so hopefully that does not use all our charcoal. We don't need much to heat up the ingots, but still, it's definitely, you got to do the good resource management with all this stuff. There we go. Perfect. Let's go over here and pour them into our ingot molds. Boom. And boom. Marvelous. 100 units in each. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Set that bad boy down. Okay, once these cool, we'll be ready to... Shoot, once these cool, we got to heat them back up again. How crazy is that? I wish we could just take it straight from pouring it in here, let it solidify a little bit, and plop it right on our anvil. That'd be neat. Skipping a bunch of steps there. But that's okay. This game, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So you just got to be patient with everything you do and just follow the steps, follow the process, and you're going to have a pretty good time. So, you know, for the 20th time this episode, we'll do a little bit of magic and fast forward. You lucky dogs get to fast forward. I gotta sit here and wait for this stuff. Oh, there we go. Nice and cool. So a neat thing about the copper ingots, and all ingots pretty much for that matter, you can stack them on the ground like boom and boom. Just like your firewood, your peat, your planks and boards and stuff. Also, I went ahead and I made a bunch of the other molds while we were waiting, just so that way we could be ready when the time comes. So, all right, here's the deal. We got our ingot. Crouch down. We place that bad boy in the forge. Get our charcoal, and it doesn't take much. I think 2 pieces should be fine. We'll see how it goes, and we just go ahead and light this up. Like boom, and there you go. So now if you look at the top tooltip, you'll see the temperature is going up. So once that gets to a high enough degree, we can take it off with our incredibly fire resistant hands apparently that we have, and move it on over to the anvil here, and then start smacking at it with our trusty dusty hammer. And yeah, then we'll be ready to rock and roll on making ourselves that saw blade. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. All right, so we're at about, let's do 1,000 degrees, see if that'll do it. Boom. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Crouch and place it there, and then boom, this pops up with everything we can make. So I want a saw blade first and foremost. You can also make, you know, these spearheads, long blade, pickaxe head. So you can hammer everything here, or you can pour a lot of this stuff into the molds. You know, whichever you prefer, really. I think the molds is the easier way to go. Okay, so then see, nothing in our hand, you can't see anything. Boom, get our hammer in our hand, then all of a sudden you have this grid system up, right? I feel it's a lot easier to see the grid when it's dark out, or you're in a dimly lit room and whatnot. So yeah, that's just a little tip from old Papa. So with this, we hit F, and that brings up our hit menu, I guess. You go up, right, down, left, and split, and heavy hit. So I don't usually use the heavy hit. I'll show you what it does. It just kind of smacks it and spreads it out. Whoop. Oh, that's right. Right trigger, you can rotate this bad boy too if you want. So heavy hit just kind of splatters it around everywhere. I don't really like to do that, so I'm just gonna do the upset right, it's called. Right click. We just start bringing some of these bad boys over, and I just kind of walk them. Just walk them in pairs like that. See, it'll fall into place. Keep this going. And chase them around. Boom, there you go. So that's that in essence is what you want to do. It's kind of like a little puzzle game, maybe, if you want to look at it like that. So we just tap all these into place, and then we'll be ready to come back and show you what the split is. So we're just going to fast forward this a little bit, and then you guys can see the last steps. Now we come down with it. Boom. Okay, so now we have no more green squares around. So we have everything filled. Now we go to split, and you can see that knocks off and destroys the molten voxel blocks. So you do want to be careful when you're using this one. So that way you don't slip and your hand goes, oh my goodness, I just destroyed a block. Oh God, what do I do? So I kind of like to keep a stack of fresh ones on the side away from where I'm aiming. That way, I find I don't really mess up too bad. So there we go. One more block, and oh, there it is. It's a whole new world where we can make all kinds of stuff. We got a saw blade now. Oh, goody wow. And I don't know the rest of the words. My singing sucks. A whole new world. All right. Anyway, I apologize. So let's, we got our saw. Let's open that up and look at all this stuff we can make. Well, I guess it's not a whole lot of stuff, but we can make boards, which is absolutely outstanding. And also little wooden paths, which I really want to make. And would you look at that? Move speed 1.12 times. That's great. So yeah, these boards, and then the boards will open up all this for us. We can actually start building our house, get all these blocks and stuff. We can get chests now. Oh, chests holds 16 slots. That's twice as much as what we have right now. And that's just stinking outstanding. Speaking of the path blocks, I did actually, if I could find them, I did make a few. So we got our stony path right here. So I'm excited to lay that down once we get a few more things cooking here. So it is dark as heck out. While once it's light, I'll take you guys over to the work site and we can start making a couple of boards here. And you know, maybe actually let's well, before we do that, let's make ourselves a bucket. So what we need, we need boards and twine. We just so happen to have all that stuff. I was hoping to save our twine for our bow, but that's okay. We have flax. So to make the twine, we get our flax fibers and just boom, 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 and boom. Do a little 4 stack. It gives us our twine. Throw that back in there. Thank you very much, Jess. Now to make the boards, get your saw, get your logs, and just place it here. It works pretty much wherever. You know, you can put this bad boy anywhere you want. And boom, we got ourselves some logs or boards. So the bucket recipe, I believe, was like this. There we go, bucket. All right, sweet. And we can fill that with water, and this will allow us to actually move water blocks around. So we won't really need, we can retire this watering can at this point, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep through the night, eat a little bit of food, and I'll meet you guys here in the morning. Make a little bit of shut-eye. Oh, there we go. Oh, geez, I think we overslept. Oh, goodness. That's okay. Let's run over to the the home site. And I'm excited to show you guys. You haven't seen it yet. So feast your eyes upon this, a big chunk of rock. Haha! So I pretty much was just laying down the foundation. I did have to move our farm wall back a little bit, and look at that. That terra preta is just outstanding stuff. Yeah, so this is what I'm kind of thinking. We just come up here. This will all be like nice wood boards and stuff, right? And then we can walk up to a second floor here. And this, you know, I'm not sure what I want to put in the rooms yet. I don't know if I'm going to fully go with this design either. I tapped out our cellar down here. So it's a big improvement from our other one. Boom, check this bad boy out. This is industrial size. I didn't go the full 7x7 that we could. You know, I felt this was big enough. And we really need to get a stinking door on it too. We're also going to place a door at the top. I have this just for a little access. But yeah, so let's go over here. I got all kinds of goodies. So before we go, I'm not going to make you guys suffer through the whole building process. We're just going to take a few of these logs, and look at this. I got all this acacia, got all this oak. We already have, yeah, we have oak boards. I got all this pine, boom, and all this kapak. Here's some maple for my friends above the lower 48. Hello to you. And there's our cobblestone. So I just want to show y'all what these different boards look like. So boards, well, once we build the planks anyway. Okay, so to make that, so we're just going to make blocks here. Okay, so there's our different boards that we can have. I think I got all the different types of wood. I'm not 100% sure. But okay, so let's take a peek. We got the maple, nice little looking. Oak, kind of that aged look. The acacia, which I love, is that reddish hue. The kapak is a nice mute color, and then the pine is your, you know, lighter brown and everything. So we have these here. We can make the stairs. We can make the slabs with these as well. So yeah, this is the color palette that we got. We're gonna decide to use some of these for the floors, the roof, the walls, and hopefully make a really cool looking house. You know, it should be function over fashion, of course. But I mean, we're living in such a beautiful, picturesque world. Like, look at this, and look at this view we're gonna have too. But yeah, we're living in this beautiful place. We might as well make ourselves a pretty looking house too, right? We might as well. So before I leave you guys, let's go over to the garden and see what we can do with our water block. So look at all this. Yeah, old Papa was busy while you guys were away. I've been growing and growing. So what, see, the only bad thing is once this farmland is tilled, you destroy it, it's gone. You don't get to pick it back up. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest all this stuff, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so that's about everything we can harvest. I actually had to go drop off all those boards and make a chest just to fit all this stuff in my inventory here. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and bring our seeds down into the toolbar here and think about the water that we want to make. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blocks. So that's perfect, actually. We're going to come right about, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So remember how I was talking about I don't know if the diagonal will work either, but that would be 3 diagonal and 1, 2, 3. Wait, where am I? Yeah, so it'd be right here, I believe. So that would be 3 diagonal. Let's go ahead and just try it. Oh god, that hurts. Okay, so then now to place the water bucket, it's a little bit different. You hold the sprint key. For me, that's shift. For the default controls, it'll be control. So you hold the sprint key and then you right click and that'll place your water. So let's see if the moisture levels on these starts going up. It should. Oh, we're actually not going to replant this until I want to wait a little while to see if this water block will in fact bring that moisture level up. So I'm going to hold off on the replanting for now. But you can also see up at the top how, like for this plot, the K is down to 38.4%, which means that we don't want to put a crop that takes K in here. So you got to do crop rotations just to make sure you're keeping yourself up to date and everything, or not up to date, but that your crops are going to be getting the most, you're going to get the most bang for your buck pretty much. They're going to be as healthy and thriving as they can be. Another cool thing about once you place this water down, it becomes an infinite water source. So I can just use this block to fill my bucket back up. So that's pretty stinking neat, I think. So let's make a couple more of these water holes. See, and thankfully we get that terra preta because we didn't actually, oops, see, that's what happens. You hold the usual key for crouch and you just put your bucket down. So shift and boom. So yeah, I got my terra preta back because it wasn't actually tilled. So thank goodness for that. So I'm going to go around, make a few more watering holes. Hopefully this moisture level rises over here. Okay, so it looks like it does do diagonal blocks as well. So this one here is back up to 25%. So it just kind of, I guess, takes a little bit of time to leach through. Like this one here is still at 15. These ones back to 75. See, I thought it went like 75 when you're 1 block away, 50 when you're 2, and then 25 when you're 3 blocks away. I don't really know why it's updating weird like this, but you know what? What the heck? As long as it works, right? So we do have a little bit of a wonky shaped garden here. I might just bring this wall out to here too, so that way, you know, we're getting the most out of it. And this is a pretty sizable field anyway. Yeah. Okay. So cool. There's our water placement, and you can actually place trap doors over these too, so you don't have to, you know, kind of almost fall in them and whatnot, right? Yeah, this is weird. This is 10%. Why is this happening? If you guys know any farm watering mechanics or anything, please let me know down in the comments. I'd be really interested to learn more about this and everything. I'm gonna go do a little bit of research on my own too, just to make sure that I know what I'm telling you guys is actually true and accurate. But yeah, this is weird. So hopefully that moisture level rises again. Like this one rose, but this one didn't. Neither did that one, and it's on the water. You know what I'm saying? But hey, whatever. Okay. Yeah, it is what it is, right? I'm gonna go ahead and replant the seeds here. And oh, look at that. Now it's 75%. Okay. So I guess it just takes time. You just got to be patient and wait. And look, there, that one goes to 25%. So yeah, these are all 25. These are 50s. These are 75s, 50, 75, 75, 50. Yep, okay. So that does look like what it is. So when you're 1 block away from the water, you're 75. 2 blocks away, you're 50. The third block is 25, and that's why you can't go 4 blocks, because that would be 0. So there you have it. All of these blocks here should now be watered. Awesome. And there's probably a far more efficient way to do this than how I have it laid out in just a line skipping 3, you know what I'm saying? But this is it was easy. It's what I want to do, right? Yeah, anyway, I think that'll just about do it for us, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get these seeds planted down and you know, maybe go start working on our house a little bit. I think it's gonna come out pretty nice. I really hope it does. I got a picture in my head. You know, I might record some of the build for you guys if you'd want to see that. You know, I tend to that when I'm building. I'm not able to talk that much because I'm always thinking. So I feel like it'd be hard for me to make a really good video of me actually just building a house. Might be more of like a time-lapse thing where I just speed up the video or something. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll get back to you guys about it, at least show you some of the process. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and you're enjoying the series. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. If you guys liked today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I love getting your guys' comments. So if please correct me if I say something wrong on here. A lot of you guys have been doing a great job on that, and please keep it up. I truly do appreciate that. You guys can also follow me on Twitter. It's at PapaCheddarVids, or Instagram at PapaCheddarGaming. And well, hey, I'll see y'all next time. And as always, I love you. Bye.